In the previous video, we looked at how do we draw a maze. We've looked at things like setting the start position, setting an end position, enabling the buttons via binding engine, saving and loading it. In this video, we're going to talk about the solving of the maze, or at least what the solving of the maze should look like when you implement it. I'm not going to tell you how to do the implementation. What I will tell you is that the algorithm that I used here is very basic, like very rudimentary basic. So it's not going to give you the most optimized route from point A to point B. There are a lot of more fancy algorithms that you can use. You can maybe look at A star. My recommendation is first get the basic logic working. Once you've got the logic working and everything is fine, then you can optimize the algorithm to work out the shortest path, as an example. But for starters, just solve the maze. Let's look at what this does, and then I'll kind of explain it afterwards. So I'm just going to click on the solve button, and you can see my little actor is running across the screen. And whenever it needs to backtrack on itself, it marks the items where it backtracked in red. So that basically just says, oh, that leads to a dead end. Let's just have a look at how we actually did this. All of this is done via CSS. So items that we visited, we add a visited class to. Items that are blocked, we added a block class to. And the position of where the actor is that current position where the little man is running around. That's marked with an actor. So if I refresh this quickly and I just try and give the maximum space here, I'm going to set the start position and the end position. Note how the changes happen here as the drawing evolves. Okay, so all of this is driven via CSS. So a hint for you is that I'm using the after selector on the CSS to mark the little green blocks on top of divs that have previous markings like gap already. So that's the end of Maze Escape. I hope that you have a lot of fun with this project. It can be enormously challenging to work with pathfinding, and there's lots and lots that you can do to refine the algorithm, but hopefully this sets you on a path at least of exploration where these things are concerned. Lastly, I want to show you a different route, something that's a little bit more arbitrary. So we're going to set the start position here, and we're going to set the end position there, and we're just going to resolve it. See, it runs through the maze, does its little adventure. And you can see on this particular run there's a lot more backtracking happening on, so there's a lot more red sections here, so you can actually see with the green a bit of a better route on how to get there.